What's up, guys? This is Minister Kid, and you are listening to Menacing Podcast. Yes, we are talking about wrestling today, the world of wrestling. And today's topic, we're going to open with, should Chris Benoit's son wrestle? Now, to this day, we do not know what happened to Chris Benoit and his family. We don't know if someone killed them. We don't know if he killed them himself. We still don't know. That's still a theory because no one can clarify whether it was suicide or not. Or, homicide. No one can clarify that he killed his family. Let's just be honest. No one can clarify that because no one was there but him and his family. His children and his wife. No one can clarify if it was suicide, homicide, or not. Just an unpopular opinion. But we're not talking about Chris Benoit. We're talking about his son, David Benoit, that is still currently living to this day. Now, I posted, should Chris Benoit's son wrestle on TikTok, and it blew up. It blew up. Some people said no. Some people said yes. Some people said he's too old to wrestle. Some people said nobody will want him because of his dad. First of all, let's talk about this. We should not be blaming David for what his dad did. What his dad did had nothing to do with him. I hate people that blame incidents on their child. On the child. When the child did nothing wrong. It was the parent. It wasn't the child, okay? Don't come for David Benoit because of his dad's life. That's not fair. You feel me? David Benoit, he looks like his dad a lot, But honestly, I think David Benoit should become a professional wrestler, if he wants to, that is. It's not too late for him to start. He's like almost 30 years old. He's like 28, 29 years old. Everybody's saying, oh, he's too old to start wrestling. Guys, look at Batista. I think he started wrestling in his early mid-30s. That kid can wrestle still. David Benoit can wrestle. Who knows? He might have been getting trained. Who knows? But, like I said, if he really wants to wrestle, he should go for it, But I would love to see him wrestle. I think he would have more success probably in AEW because I don't think WWE is going to hire him just for the sake of Benoit being erased from WWE, So, yeah, that would be very interesting. Like, would he have his father's theme song? How would his ring gear look? I just think that with the proper training and him getting some muscled up, he would definitely be the next breakout star. That would be amazing. You know how many dream matches there could potentially be if David Benoit actually becomes a wrestler? It can be David Benoit versus Chris Jericho. If they do some type of intergender match, it could be David Benoit versus Becca, Eddie Guerrero's daughter. It can be David Benoit versus Chavo. David Benoit versus Brian Pillman Jr. It's just a lot of dream matches, Or there could potentially be a modern day version of the Four Horsemen. I don't know if Arn Anderson is still in AEW, but it can be Arn Anderson, Brian Pillman Jr., David Benoit, and MJF or something, just to add like young talent to the faction. That would be very interesting to see. But hey, it's just imagination. The thought that counts. But yes, let me know what y'all would want to see. Would y'all want to see David Benoit wrestle, or would y'all want him to just live a normal life in the shadows? Now, let's talk about Roman Reigns. Who should dethrone Roman Reigns? That's the question on everybody's mind. And this is also a video that I made on TikTok that blew up. You know, I said guys like Bray Wyatt, Johnny Gargano, Jey Uso, you know, it should be someone. You know, and to make things interesting, it should be someone that nobody expected to be Roman. Some people, even in my comment section, said Sami Zayn. You know how awesome that would be if Sami Zayn actually dethroned Roman Reigns? That would be amazing. But I feel like Jey Uso should dethrone Roman Reigns, considering they kind of teased it when Logan Paul came out and said something about Jey Uso being a tribal chief or the head of the table. And then Jey Uso and Roman had that little stare down. You know, they should do something with that. And you know what to say, the closer they are to you, the more likely they will stab you in the back. So, who knows? Maybe somebody from the bloodline, you know, will take Roman Reigns championship. Or maybe Austin Theory will cash in on Roman Reigns when he's fighting Logan Paul or somewhere down in the future. Because remember, Paul Heyman and Austin Theory end up talking to each other. I don't know if y'all remember that, but it was an episode of SmackDown where Austin Theory and Paul Heyman were walking and talking. I don't know if y'all remember that episode, but I remember it. And that might have something to do with Austin Theory winning the belt in the future. So who knows? Maybe it's Austin Theory. Maybe it's Bobby Lashley. Maybe it's AJ Styles. Who knows? Maybe Gallows and Anderson will dethrone the Usos as well. I'm very curious to see who is going to dethrone the bloodline. Who's going to break the bloodline up? Because honestly, I think Sammy's going to break the bloodline up. You see what's going on between him and Jay, and Roman and Jay right now. And it's crazy to me how, in the beginning, nobody liked Sami Zayn being in the bloodline. But now, the tables have quickly turned to them not liking Jay, but them more appealing to Sami. And I just love how Sami Zayn got over without even trying. Like, he just got over. Everybody just started loving Sami. I've been loved Sami Zayn. I felt like he deserved a push more than anybody. He's up there for me with Dolph Ziggler. Sami Zayn deserves a push. Now we're moving into a different topic. Who deserves a push in WWE? It's going to be quite a few people on this list. Starting off with Sami Zayn, since we were just talking about him. Sami Zayn is a great athlete. You know, he might not be all muscular and big and sweaty like Vince liked him, but guess what? Vince ain't there no more. Triple H liked those indie guys, so that's what Sami Zayn is. He was an indie guy. You know, Sami, he's charismatic, he's athletic, and he's over with the fans. And he's good in the ring. So, why not push Sami Zayn? You know, he could win any belt. It don't matter to me. Just push Sami. Because he deserves a push. Finn Balor deserves a push. Finn Balor started off in WWE so well. And I'm not talking about NXT. I'm talking about when he got called up to Raw. He beat Roman Reigns. He was beating all these people. He even beat Seth Rollins, became the first Universal Champion. But then he got injured, and his career started falling down from there. And it never really got the hype that it deserved. besides when he won the Intercontinental Championship. And now he's the leader of the Judgment Day. And this storyline really did works for him. You know, hopefully Finn Balor gets a championship or something, because he deserves a push as well. Dolph Ziggler. Dolph Ziggler, this is an unpopular opinion, but Dolph Ziggler is the heart and soul of WWE in the 2010s era, because he puts over a lot of people. He sells very well. He sells to perfection when it comes to moves. He's one of the best sellers ever to exist in WWE. He sells a move so priceless, making you think you're killing him. Like, man. Dolph Ziggler deserves, like, another world title run in the next few years or something. Yeah, he won the NXT title, but that's not really shit. Like, come on now. This is Dolph Ziggler. He deserves the WWE title or the Universal title or something. He deserved to win the Royal Rumble. And, you know. And to be honest with you, Dolph Ziggler actually worked better as a face. To be honest. I mean, he has great heel work, but he gained more success as a babyface, if I'm not mistaken. You know, remember that reaction that he got when he won the world title? Cashed in his Money in the Bank and won the world title? He deserves another world title run. And speaking of someone who deserves another world title run is The Miz. The Miz is also the heart and soul of WWE in the 2010s era, because he also don't mind putting over talent, and he's won the most Intercontinental Champions, I think, in the history of WWE. Or he's up there with them. And to be honest with you, The Miz is very entertaining, and I like The Miz. Some people shit on The Miz, but I think he's a very good heel. But yeah, The Miz, he deserves a push. You know, I felt like when he won the WWE title in like 2020, 2021-ish, one of them years, it was short. And it should have been longer. Because The Miz with the WWE title looks amazing. And The Miz could potentially create a faction, you know, something like what Triple H did. Just create a faction to kind of help him rise to the top and get the world title, and have the guys that surrounding him help him keep the title. You know, that should The Miz should be doing. You know, he should have a push. Another person who deserves a push is Ricochet. Back to the selling. Oh my God, Ricochet sells so priceless. He sells so amazing. Did you see him sell that 619? I have never seen anybody sell the 619 like that until Ricochet. Ricochet, he might be a smaller guy, but he has a great body, great abilities and attributes and assets in the ring. He deserves some type of mid-card championship. He deserves the Intercontinental Championship, even though he won it. The United States, he won that. But he deserves, like, a longer reign. I feel like his reigns were short. You know, I feel like they should, like, put Ricochet as this, like, babyface who not giving up. And kind of like how Kofi, you know, how it was Kofi Mania. It should be Ricochet's turn, you know. He also deserves a world title push, you know. I think that's all for right now. I can't really think of anybody else that really deserves a push, like a mega push right now. But it'll definitely come. The next thing we're going to talk about here is AEW ratings. Jesus Lord. AEW. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't watch that shit no more. The only thing I really do watch out of AEW is MJF. Because let's face it, he's the star of AEW. He's the dollars and cents of AEW. He's the biggest draw in AEW. MJF is just AEW. Just put it simple like that. AEW tries so hard. You know what I mean? Like, they try so hard to get WWE's attention when they're all the way on the top and AEW is like in the middle or close to the bottom. Like, do y'all not understand? Y'all can never be better than WWE. Like, WWE has been out for over 50 plus years. Y'all cannot match what WWE has done and is doing and is going to do in the future. Just get over it. Because I swear, AEW always finds a way to try and throw jabs at WWE. Like, they every chance they get. It should be an entire hour compilation somewhere on YouTube of AEW throwing jabs at WWE. I don't know if they do this to get more ohs from the crowd or what, but it's definitely not helping the ratings out because I do look at AEW on YouTube. It's looking bad. They're not really getting a million views like they used to get. They're not getting good viewership like they used to. You know, because they got this barrage of people and don't know what to do with them. They got all these people on their roster and they're either A, wasting them, B, don't know what to do with them, or C, pushing the same exact people. I mean, I love Jon Moxley, y'all. But can somebody else win the AEW World title? This dude has won it like 3-4 times now. I'm kind of sick of Jon Moxley having that belt around his waist. There's more people on the roster that deserves a world title than Jon Moxley. I'm getting very sick and tired of him winning the belt. And then Hangman Page is always getting opportunities for the world title. Can somebody else get an opportunity for the world title? Please. And I really can't wait to see MJF as the AEW World Champion. He should hold it for a long time. He should beat Kenny Omega and become the longest reigning AEW World Champion. Honestly. Because I can't see it being with nobody else. Because AEW isn't that good at building new stars. Why? Because Tony Khan doesn't know what he's doing. And Tony Khan, this is his project, like Jim Cornette said. This is his project. And he wanted to do all his fantasy bookings like in the NFL. It's his big toy that he wants to play with. But that's the problem. He's not paying attention to what the fans want. That's the biggest lie that AEW has ever told. We're catering to the people. We're giving the fans what they want. No, you're giving what Tony Khan wants. Because nobody wants to see Jon Moxley continuously winning the AEW World Championship. Nobody wants to see that. Nobody wants to see a lot of things in AEW, but yet we see them because of Tony Khan. We want to see FTR on television a lot. We don't see them at all that much. Nobody wants to continue seeing the elite winning championships as EVPs of the company. Give it to somebody else who actually deserves it. You know what they say? You know what those weed heads say? Plaster blunt, yo. But thank you guys for listening to Menacing Podcast. Please follow me on TikTok. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, Menace_the Kid. Okay, bye.